This video is intended for a mature audience only. If you're a kid, please go away. Hello everybody, Loacher for Life here, bringing you guys a brand new video. Today, we got something really cool. I honestly forgot that it was around the time that we get V-Jump leaks, and we did. There's a bunch of stuff to talk about. I'm going to break it up into two videos, probably going to release one today, one tomorrow, or maybe just both today at different times. So, first and foremost, though, we got to talk about the rival cards. These cards, I read last night, just before I fell asleep, and oh my god, I love them all. Okay, let's just get on with it. So this is from the Legendary Gold Box, a product we will probably never get over here, so we will have to wait for these to somehow magically pop up in a pack or something, which, who knows how long that could take. So, as you might remember, with the main character cards, they were like mixes of each other, and now, however, with the rival cards, we get retrains of previous rival cards, which is really interesting, and it's also kind of weird who they consider to be Jaden's rival, because it's always been a bit in an argument who his rival is. So first and foremost, we got Deep of Blue Eyes, which is obviously a retrain of Deep Eyes White Dragon, I think is what it's called. Deep Eyes, the original, was an okay card, not very great, but Deep of Blue Eyes is an interesting card here. He's 2500 attack, 2500 defense, level 8 Light Dragon effect monster, and it has 3 effects. Unfortunately, no summoning effect, which really sucks. Honestly, Blue Eyes need another card that can summon itself, but I'll take what I can get. So, if this card is special summoned, you can add 1 ritual spell or polymerization from your deck to your hand. During your end phase, you can add 1 level 8 or higher dragon monster from your deck to your hand. And you can banish this card from your graveyard. All level 8 or higher dragon monsters you control gain 1,000 attack. Now, these are all pretty nifty effects and honestly pretty helpful for Blue Eyes. It helps speed up the polymerization focus builds and also the ritual focus builds. I don't really think it's going to be relevant for the standard main build. The searching effect during the end phase is a bit too slow for the main build. But, however, what I think people would use this for is the final effect, where if it's in your graveyard, you can banish it to make all of your level 8 higher dragons gain 1,000 attack, so you can kind of close out the game. These are all fine and dandy, but there's one hefty restriction on all of these effects. You can only activate this card's effects while there's a Blue Eyes White Dragon on your field or in your graveyard. This is a weird and not necessary restriction at all. I don't think this card would be I don't think this would be significantly better if it didn't have that restriction, but however, adding that restriction on just makes it significantly worse, I feel. I guess that kind of just contradicts myself, but I digress. Because now, if you have that restriction on there, you have to first get a Blue Eyes on your field or in your graveyard before you can even consider summoning this. And that can greatly inhibit this card's effectiveness in decks. Like, for instance, let's say you cards of Consonants, you're a Whitestone of Ancients. And then during the end phase, instead of summoning this, so that then during the end phase you can search out a Blue Eyes card, you won't. You'll have to summon another Blue Eyes card instead. And that sucks. That being said, I do still like this card in theory, and especially for mainly for the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon Turbo decks, for Alternative or Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate. Still can't decide who I think is better, but I digress. It's an okay card. I don't think it's going to be that relevant for Blue Eyes going forward, other than some of the more gimmick builds. That being said, I love the artwork. I loved Deep Eyes' regular artwork, the original one, and this is just also just absolutely beautiful. I've seen some people talk like, oh, it's a... I saw somebody call it the dragon made for Blue Eyes because this thing looks like it's a girl, and I don't know, the design. Oh, God. Okay. Then we got Rainbow Dragon, the Zenith Crystal Beast. This is really intriguing. Okay, so first and foremost, this basically also confirms that Jesse is technically Jaden's rival, or at least as far as Konami is concerned. Which is an interesting thing because they never felt like rivals, at least to me. And then this is also doubly interesting for being both a Rainbow Dragon card and a Crystal Beast card. This is the first Crystal Beast monster we have gotten since the original 7. which is insane. And, you know, yeah, sure, we did get the Pendulums a while ago, but they were Crystal Defender and Crystal Vanguard, not Beastin' anywhere in their name, which greatly hindered their playability for the deck and eventually got completely phased out because of the restrictions with Master Roll 4 by the time we got them. So this card, just right there for being a Crystal Beast monster, makes it already, like, really good. Like, an instant 3 of. And then you get its actual effects. So it's a level 8 Light Dragon effect monster. 3k attack, 0 defense. Still Melody of Light Dragon searchable, like with the original Rainbow Dragon, which is awesome. I love it. And then it has 3 effects. When an attack when an attack involving a Crystal Beast monster is declared, you can special summon this card from your hand, which is already just absolutely fantastic because this card is a 3k beater that you can just summon for super easy and for free. It's great. If this face-up card is destroyed in the monster zone, you can place it in your back row as a face-up continuous spell instead of sending it to the graveyard. So standard Crystal Beast affair there. And then it has an effect in the back row. Hey, look at that. Something Konami should have given the Crystal Beast from the get-go. You can banish this card treated as a continuous spell. As special summon 1 level 4 or lower Crystal Beast from your deck, but its effects are negated. And if you do, add 1 ultimate crystal monster from your deck to your hand. Now, this overall is an absolutely stunning card for Crystal Beast, and I can only hope that moving forward, Konami greatly considers giving us more cards on this caliber. Okay, so right off the bat, this thing summons itself for free. That is absolutely fantastic. Secondly, it's another Crystal Beast monster, and it's a Rainbow Dragon monster, which is awesome. Then, also, you get the simple fact that it has an effect in the back row, and it's a darn good one, too. You banish it, and you summon any Crystal Beast from your deck that's level 4 or lower, so it could be any of the originals. My only real issue with that is that effect negates the effect of the Crystal Beast that you summon, which is a bit of a problem, because you could easily, like, if it wasn't negated, oh my god, could you imagine if you had this thing in your back row and like 4 other Crystal Beasts in your back row, you banish it, summon Carbuncle from deck, Carbuncle effect, special summon the 4 from your back row. Oh my god, that would be amazing and would actually probably make Crystal Beast somewhat playable as a rogue deck. That would be absolutely fantastic, and they couldn't give us that, but I digress. Then it also searches out an Ultimate Crystal card. Now, this is where there's some confusion. I don't think this is an Ultimate Crystal monster. Okay, it doesn't, because it specifically says Rainbow Dragon in its name. Now, if you guys don't know, the Ultimate Crystal monsters, referring to Rainbow Dragon and Rainbow Dark Dragon, and I think also Rainbow Over Dragon is as well. So let's see here, Ultimate Crystal, So they have a specific naming. Okay, Kyojoko Hogyo. Okay, so the naming is similar, but not exactly. Yeah, it's close. It's really close, but it's just slightly off. And that makes me interested to see if this is technically a Rainbow Dragon, a Ultimate Crystal monster or not. Because if it is, it can search itself. If not, you have to search out Rainbow Dragon or Rainbow Dark Dragon. Obviously, you're not going to be playing Rainbow Dark Dragon in the deck unless, like, we get, like, some insanely good support for making the deck want to focus on that version of the archetype. But I highly doubt it. So most of the time you'll be adding Regarded Rainbow Dragon, who is now much more viable, technically speaking, because this card is a Crystal Beast monster, so we can cut out like the worst of them. So goodbye Tortoise, or goodbye Amethyst Cat. It comes down to whichever one you hate more, I guess, because both of them are irrelevant. So this card replaces them and opens up some crazy shenanigans for the deck as well. I love it. It's great. Then we got Red Supernova Dragon. Oh boy, a remake of a good old, oh crap, what was it called? Red Nova Dragon, yeah. Level 12 Dark Dragon Synchro. Oh, hey, there's the original. Level 12 Dark Dragon Synchro Effect Monster. 4k attack, 3k defense. Needs 3 tuners plus 1 or more non-tuner synchro monsters to go into, so that's 4 monsters to make this thing. Must first be synchro summoned, so if it dies, you can bring it back, which is pretty good. Gains 500 attack for each tuner in your graveyard. Right off the bat, it gains 510, 1500, to putting it 5500 minimum. Granted, if you're doing this the proper way, and you probably have at least 1 synchro out on the field with it, you're going to have at least 1 tuner in your graveyard, so that would put it at 6k, which is incredible. Cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects, just like the original. And then once per turn, when an opponent's monster effect is activated, or during an opponent's monster's attack declaration, as a quick effect, you can banish this card and all cards your opponent controls. And then if it was banished by its own effect during your next end phase, you special summon this banished card. I love this card as a brand new boss monster for Red Dragon Archfiend. Now, I don't think it's better than some of the other ones. Like, honestly, I think, oh god, what was his name? King Crimson? No, that doesn't sound right. Crap. the boss from the manga. I can't remember his name, and it's just escaping me. I think he can be better in certain circumstances. But, however, for going first, this is the better option that you'll be making most of the time for Red Dragon Archfiend, because this thing is just absurd. Your opponent can't kill it by card effects. They gotta target it or remove it some other way, and if they activate a monster effect, you can just chain to banish everything they control. Now, granted, it does not negate the monster effect, so if they, like, searched off a Stratos, they'll still get that search, and using the hero example, since I mentioned it, they can proceed to go with the hero's strategy, because that's kind of, you know, just a thing. So, it is something to keep in mind, but however, this card is absolutely fantastic. I feel like it's going to be the main go-to for being the first turn play for the deck now. Very, very good card overall. I absolutely love it. Beautiful artwork, too. I love the symmetry here. I'm like, oh my god, it's such good artwork. I can't wait to get these cards in my hands one day in the future. Probably not for like a year or two. Next up, we got Galaxy Eye's Afterglow Dragon. Effectively, this is Galaxy Eye's alternative dragon, if I'm being 100% honest. It's a level 8 light dragon effect monster, 3k attack, 2500 defense. You can only use its first and second named effects once per turn. If you control a Galaxy Eyes monster, you can spell summon this card from your hand in defense position. If this Xyz material is detached from an Xyz monster to activate its effect, you can take 1 Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon from your hand or deck and either special summon it or attach it to an Xyz monster you control as material. In addition, if this effect was activated during the battle phase, you can double the attack of all number Xyz monsters you control. Oh my god. So, first and foremost, this thing is basically Galaxy Eyes alternative dragon. Okay, you have a Galaxy Eyes out on field. There's a bunch of different Galaxy Eyes monsters. You just special summon it from your hand, and then you can continue on with your plays. I think this is right there is going to become an instant 3 of in the deck, even though you only play 2 Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon in the average Galaxy build. Then you got its effect where if it's detached for an Xyz monster's Xyz material like effect, you can just either special summon a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon or attach it to that monster as Xyz material, effectively getting a free Xyz effect, which is also absolutely fantastic. And then, if you use it during the battle phase, you double the attack of all of your numbers, which is just, oh my god, for an OTK deck like Galaxy, that is really fantastic. Now, there are 2 number Xyz monsters that immediately come to mind for Galaxies. And that is number 62, Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon, who during the damage calc, whenever he is attacking or battling in general, you can detach an Xyz material, and then he gains attack times the number of Xyz, like the ranks of all Xyz monsters on the field times 200. So if like he used that and it's just himself, he goes up by 16, putting him at 56, and then you use this guy's effect to double that to 10k. 1200. Oh my god, that would be great. And then there's also Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon, who on just at the start of the battle phase you can detach, negate all other monster effects on the field, and then if your opponent activates a card effect during the battle phase, he gets an extra attack, which is great. So this card is just great overall. I love it. Very good card for Galaxy Eyes. I cannot wait to get a chance to test out. Same thing with Godo Rainbow Dragon Zenith, if I didn't mention it. Then we got DDD, Eulogy King Vice Requiem. In classic Reiji fashion, it's got crazy naming. Looks like it's kind of like a retrain of the original DDD boss monster. I forgot his name. CEO, Cruel End Overlord, or something like that. I can't remember his English name, but that's his, oh yeah, Armageddon, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, so King Vice Requiem, level 8 Dark Fiend effect monster, 2800 attack, 2k defense, scale 4, pendulum effect. You can only use this card's pendulum effect once per turn. It's a hard once per turn. Target any number of dark contract cards you control, destroy them, and if you do, spell summon this card from your pendulum zone. Then you can increase or decrease this card's level by the number of cards destroyed. That right there is pretty good for the deck in general. Just being able to pop your own dark contracts, summon it. The way that the deck is able to just regenerate its dark contracts is just really nice. So you'll be able to make effective use of that pretty easily. This thing, if like you were to pop 4, you could make it a level 4, a 5. You know, you can just mess around if it's level so much based on how many you destroy. So then you have a better access to more synchros, more XCs, more, I guess, links as well. So it's just all just great. Then it's monster effect. You can only use its second effect of this card's name once per turn. First effect, you cannot special summon monsters except for DDD monsters while it's on the field. So that's just, it's flat out normal on the field monster effect. It does kind of suck because then you can't pop 3, reduce its level by 3, make it a 5 to synchro for an 8. But, god, oh well. A DDD monster that was fusion, XC, synchro, or link summoned using this card on field as material gains the following effect. Once per turn, you can target one card on field, return one dark contract card among the cards in your field and in the deck to the graveyard. Return one dark contract card among the cards in your field and graveyard to the deck, and if you do, destroy the targeted card, then you gain 1,000 life points. So basically, he returns one dark contract card that's in your graveyard and one on your field back into the deck. Then you get to destroy the targeted card and gain 1,000 life points. It's really nice, just added fluff to your boss monsters that you'll get to make, have access to using this thing. So it's a pretty good card overall, all around. Then we got arguably the most hyped card, because it's probably going to be the most meta relevant, if I'm being honest. And that's Boral End Dragon. Oh my god, So this is my first time seeing the full artwork, and it really is all 3 Boral Link monsters, the big ones, the Link 4s put together. I was wondering if we were ever going to get a Boral Ultimate Dragon or something, you know, the 3-headed version of Boral, and we did! That is great. I kind of wish it was like a Link 9 or something so you could use, well, no, it'd have to be a Link 12, I guess. God, that'd be hilarious. But, I don't even think that's possible, but still, it is a 3-headed Boral, though. Oh my god, I never noticed that. I thought it just had guns on its shoulders, like, I don't know, Blastoise or something. So, Boral End Dragon, Link 5 Dark Dragon Link Effect Monster, 3,500 attack, points, top, left, right, bottom, left, bottom, right. It's basically an amalgamation of everybody's arrows, almost. Speaking of being an amalgamation of everybody, cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, also cannot be targeted for monster effects. So, by battle, so Boral Sword, cannot be destroyed by card effects, that'd be Boral Guard, and then cannot be targeted by monster effects, that'd be Boral Load. So, yeah, that is a combination of everybody's effects there, right there. Pretty good. Then this card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. That's pretty good too. And then as a quick effect, you can target one effect monster in the field and one rocket monster in your graveyard. Negate the effect of the target on the field, and if you do, summon the rocket from your graveyard. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this effect's activation. Oh my god, this card is fantastic. It is great. It's going to be the new main boss monster for rockets. It still has the same issue as the other Boral loads, where it's really obnoxious to get out in rockets because of its high link rating. But, however, this card is absolutely fantastic and is going to be very, very good for rockets. That being said, it's not going to just see play in rockets, obviously. While, yes, there are times where Boral Sword will be better, this card could see just as much play as Boral Sword moving forward once it comes out. Moreover, if you're worried about not being able to use that third effect it's not too hard to splash in a couple rockets along with like quick launch or something for a rocket engine. I've already seen some people testing this out and coming up with ideas for that, so you can make use of that third effect. So it is something worth to consider. And that is everything for now. I will cover the other stuff that was revealed after this, probably later tonight. I don't know. I'll see. But what do you guys think of this new stuff? I am hyped as heck, especially for the Rainbow Dragon Zenith Crystal Beast. I was already working on an archetype overhaul for Crystal Beast. I don't think I made one already. If I did, oh well. But I am working on one. And I love Crystal Beast so much. I almost sold my Crystal Bonds the other day, and I'm so happy I didn't. But I gotta go pick up some other stuff for the deck now, because I can already tell there's gonna be like freaking buyouts everywhere because of all this new stuff. But I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm happy. I'm excited. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. See y'all later. Peace out and bye. Thank you all for watching the video. Have a great day. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. Rate, comment, and subscribe. And see y'all later.